Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and this is Indigo Lightworker Tarot. Okay, today I'm going to do a reading for the sign of Sagittarius. So for all my Sagittarius out there, I welcome you. Okay, this is going to be where I get some guided spirit messages for you. Okay, your energy has to do currently, or in the energy of Sagittarius, is something about riches and status, and then freedom and letting go. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure, but there's some type of freedom that you've gained or that you will gain in letting go of something here, Sagittarius. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I will get more messages, okay, but this could elevate you, and you could also financially gain from letting go of something. Okay, I'm going to get some more messages from Spirit, and then we will see exactly what the message entails for you. Okay, I've got the message of you found someone that no one else has. Okay, so whatever you found, okay, Spirit is wanting you to hold on to that. And that's going to elevate you in some type of way. Okay, I'm getting, don't let fear control the outcome. Okay, so here's Sagittarius. So don't let the ego run the show here when it comes to something that you have possibly found. Because you found something that no one else has. So Spirit is saying, moving forward, don't let fear control you. Okay, so spiritually, your status has gone up, Sagittarius. In the spirit realm, or spiritually, you've elevated. Okay, and your status has elevated spiritually. So you're more spiritually aware, you're more spiritually insightful, you could have experienced an ascension on some level, but in some way you've elevated your spiritual status. And it could be that spiritually you're very wealthy. And it could be physically as well that you're very wealthy. Okay? And you let go of something to gain this spiritual elevation. Okay? And you found something that other people or no one has found. Okay, I'm getting the road to spirituality is not easy. Okay, so whatever you've done, it hasn't been easy on you. You've really gone through something, some type of transition I'm getting. Okay, I'm getting the road to freedom, and this path wasn't easy, but you did it, and don't get off of it. So don't get off of this spiritual path that you have found, because it wasn't easy for you to get there in the first place. So don't veer off of it. They want you to, your guides want you to stay on this spiritual path that you've found. Okay, the time has come for you to decide what you really need, is the message I'm getting. So, really search your soul here, Sagittarius, and decide for yourself what it is you truly need. I'm getting that some people are jealous of you. Okay, so you might have some, or you have some envious energies that could be around you at this time. Maybe they know that you've found something that they they haven't found. Maybe they know that you're different. They sense it, or they see it, or they feel it. Something along those lines. Okay? And they're envious of your elevation, of your status. And it could be, spiritually speaking, they know that you've gained some type of clarity, awareness, and when you do gain clarity and awareness, you gain power. Because people can't pull the wool or the veil over your eyes once you've found clarity and awareness. Okay, so someone knows that you've gained awareness, and they're envious because when you gain that, you gain power. So someone is envious of the power that you have gained. I'm getting, don't let this envy stop you, or this jealousy. Okay, so I'm getting, use the tarot cards. So let's get your opportunity moving forward here, Sagittarius. And we'll use the tarot cards to tell me what your opportunity is moving forward. What is Sagittarius's opportunity spirit moving forward? Okay, we had the Nine of Pentacles but reverse. So they're wanting you to really remember who you are and your value as a person. Okay, don't take yourself for granted. Don't let someone else take you for granted, Sagittarius. Don't let someone strip you of the power that you already have. Okay, because the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is someone who is not doing what is in their best interest in some ways. Okay, they could so don't let something overwork you or overtake you, okay? Or make you believe a false narrative about yourself. Okay, so there could be someone trying to make you believe in something that's not the truth, but you already know the truth. Okay, so stand your ground. Spirit is wanting you to stand your ground, because this person, maybe they think that money equals happiness, which we know that it doesn't. Money does not equal happiness. Okay, it brings happiness, but it can also bring with it a lot of burdens. We all know it may seem like it is just pure bliss. Okay, maybe someone wants you to think that materialism is where true happiness is. Okay, because they feel like that's where that's all they're concerned with is the material. But Spirit is saying, you found your spiritual self. Okay, so they're not wanting you to get wrapped up in the material or the physical so much that you forget about the spiritual. Okay, they're wanting you to stay within your higher self. There's nothing wrong with having money, or there's nothing wrong with having a lot of material possessions. Okay, but as long as you stay true to what your clarity, your awareness, your spiritual ascension. So maybe someone's wanting you to disregard the spiritualness and focus more on the physical. Okay, but Spirit is saying they want you to remain on the path of spirituality. Okay, and of course on that path you can be materially wealthy, of course, but don't lose your higher self to do so. Okay, so maybe someone wants you to, you might be living by a spiritual code. Okay, Sagittarius, but someone wants you to not live by that anymore in order to gain more materially. Okay, but Spirit is saying don't let that person do that to you. Don't let them take, or it could be a situation. It doesn't have to be just one person. Don't let a situation take you away from your higher self or your belief system. Okay? Let's get more for your opportunity. Okay, we have the High Priestess, which is Piscean and Cancerian energy. Okay, all right, so you are spiritually, you're in your spiritual zone here, Sagittarius. You've really found your spirituality, and you've gained spiritual knowledge. Okay, the High Priestess, she's holding a scroll of spiritual wisdom, knowledge. She has answers. Okay, so maybe this is what you found, the spiritual knowledge that no one else has found. Okay, you have the knowledge, you have the intuition. Okay, you embody spirituality. Okay, with that High Priestess, you are very abundant. You are rich spiritually. Okay, because behind the High Priestess is pomegranates. Okay, and pomegranates have always denoted riches. Okay, they're not a cheap fruit. Okay, and they're very, a pomegranate is a complex fruit too. When you open it up, it's not like cut and dry. I mean, it's a complex fruit. It has layers and depth to it. And that's what you embody. Layers and depth and a deeper meaning, a deeper awareness. Okay, Spirit is wanting you to stay in that energy and really trust yourself. Your morals and your spirituality are high. Okay, Spirit is wanting you to remain there. Okay, keep embodying the high priestess here. Okay, she never steers anyone in the wrong direction. So just stay in the energy. Okay, and you don't have the High Priestess. It doesn't. She keeps some things to herself because she knows sometimes it's better not to say, or for someone doesn't need to know everything because maybe they won't understand, or it's not the right time for you, for someone to for the communication to be shared. Okay, so she always knows when and when not to speak. She's very intuitive, and she can grasp the situation. Okay, she's very strategic. And if she needs to keep things to herself for her highest good, she does. She is known for secrets. Okay, so it could be that whatever you found, you need to keep it to yourself. Okay, whatever spiritual awareness, because maybe right now the situation calls for you to keep something to yourself. Okay, because maybe people won't grasp it or understand it, or it's not the right time, or it's not worth even expressing what you know to be at this time. Okay, the High Priestess always knows when it's the right time to say something and when it should be just left silent. Okay, she knows when to be silent as well. Okay, or keep something to herself. So maybe you know something, but Spirit is saying it's not the right time currently, or just keep it to yourself, whatever you know. Okay, so if that resonates with you, you'll know. You'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, here's Sagittarius. Okay, so what else is for your opportunity? We have the Chariot, so Cancerian energy. So they're saying that whatever you're doing, it's going to work out for you. You're having success. Whatever you found is something that's going to propel you forward. Okay, so you don't have stuck energy here, Sagittarius. Your energy is flowing, it's moving, it's progressing. This is good. This is really good. You have a lot of control. you know what direction you need to move forward. Okay, so remain in the direction that you know is best for you. That's your opportunity. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So remain in a dependable, okay, so take your time with situations. Evaluate the situation. That's your opportunity. Okay, and you'll know what's best for you because it'll be something that you know is reliable, dependable. You're going to really, you're going to really visualize what's best for you. That Knight of Pentacles is a visionary. Okay, they really assess a situation. The Knight of Pentacles. This is the dependable knight. They assess it, and then they move strategically and slowly to what is best for them. And the bigger, they see the bigger picture. That's the word I want to see. The Knight of Pentacles always sees the bigger picture. So Spirit is saying that's your opportunity. Look for the bigger picture. Okay? And then we have the Knight of Swords. So Spirit is saying they want you to remain ambitious. And once you see the bigger picture, Spirit is saying just go for it. Speak your truth. Take the needed actions. Don't hold back. Once you have the bigger picture, don't hold back. Say what you need to say in the situation, and just get what you want done. Okay? With that Knight of Swords. And defend your ground. Defend what you know to be true because you have all the facts. Okay? So once you see the bigger picture, you're going to be able to defend your stance. You're going to be able to hold your ground. You're going to be able to speak your truth. Okay? And it will be successful because you have really found your higher self. Okay? And it was 1717 when I said that. Okay? Let's get a sacred symbol oracle card for your advice. Okay, past life. All right, so you could have a past life connection. We have past life. Number 14. So you could be seeing number 14 here, Sagittarius. You could have a past life connection or soulmate that's going to come into your energy, or you've met that person. Now, a past life soulmate doesn't have to be a love interest. It could be. But a past life soulmate could be a friendship. It could be a love interest. Okay? But, so this could be a side note for you, Sagittarius, that you're going to have, or you've found a past life connection. Or your spiritual awareness has created where you kind of have come into, you're aware of your past lives, okay? And you've spiritually ascended enough that you're in touch with your past life selves, okay? You're, because you're embodying the High Priestess, so you could have ascended into the knowledge of your past lives even, okay? So it could be either one of those. It could be past life soulmate, or you have ascended into the spiritual awareness of your past lives. Okay? Let's get one more for your advice. We have fire and knowledge. Fire and knowledge as advice. Okay? And that's not, fire is 27 and knowledge is 34. Okay, so Spirit is saying, since this is your advice, to really throw your passion and what drives you and really fuels you into what you know to be true. Okay? And the insights and the wisdom and discernment that you've gained, let that fuel you moving forward. Okay? is what Spirit is saying for you here, Sagittarius. Okay, let's get some cosmic energy for you here, Sagittarius. What Spirit wants you to know. We have creativity. Creativity is your inner expression. Unleash it. Okay, so Spirit is saying really hone into your creative abilities, your creative expression here, Sagittarius. Determination. Face challenges with determination. You can achieve anything. So Spirit is saying whatever you set your mind to, you got it. Okay, because you are spiritually aware. Okay, and then we have light. Light dispels darkness. Keep your inner light shining. Okay, so really keep yourself positive, high vibing. Let your inner light shine. Okay, and that will really repel any kind of negative situation or force. I don't know if you've ever been around someone that's super negative, and you kind of can stop that negativity just by being really positive. And then that person picks up on that positive energy, and then they can't help but start to be more positive because your energy is influencing them. Okay, so really Spirit is saying let that light, that positivity flow. Okay, and then we have connection. Stay connected with others, nature, and the universe. Okay, as your advice. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Sagittarius, moving forward. I hope you enjoyed this video and you've gained some clarity, and I thank you so much for watching.